Welcome to WebAccountPlus Digital Practice. Today we have a look at the Digital Corporate Advisor's multi-tenancy and multi-banking. First, we have a look at the multi-tenancy. When looking at the liquidity overview, we see the numbers for two tenants. We open the DCA tenant selection and select only Miller AG Deutschland. The numbers are recalculated and show only the ones for Miller AG Deutschland. We open the DCA tenant selection and select to show Miller AG Schweiz as well. The numbers are again recalculated and show the numbers for both companies. Now we add Miller Holding Ltd as well, and see how the recalculated numbers are shown for all three companies. Now we move on to the multi-banking of the Digital Corporate Advisor. First, we have a look at the liquidity overview, which shows us the consolidated view per currency and their value in the chosen reference currency for the selected tenants. When we expand a currency, we see the liquidity development over the next 8 days plus what is expected later. Clicking on the chart button will show us the liquidity charts by currency. Now, let's have a look at the liquidity by accounts. We see here the development of each account's liquidity over the next 8 days. At the bottom is the list of the liquidity by currency and the total in the given reference currency. If we see a shortage of liquidity on an account, we can initiate an immediate account transfer. Here we select the transfer details, from the account where there is sufficient liquidity to the account where there is a shortage. Further, we select the execution date, the transfer amount, and give a description for the transfer. Once the transfer is executed, we can look at the overview and see that the liquidity by currency did not change. Going again into the accounts view, the liquidity forecast has changed, taking the account transfer into consideration. Accounts can be grouped by salary accounts, expense accounts, earnings accounts, operations accounts, and so on. Within an account group, the forecast is detailed by companies and further by the respective company accounts. As on each page, the liquidity by currency is shown as well as the total in reference currency. The chart shows us how the liquidity is distributed by account group. The bank's view shows us the liquidity development by each bank with the respective companies and their accounts. Also, here we could initiate an immediate account transfer if necessary. The chart shows us how the liquidity is distributed by bank. The overview of corporations shows us the consolidated liquidity by company either in list or chart view. The overview over countries shows us the consolidated liquidity by country either in list or chart view. And finally, we can see the distribution of the liquidity by currency, also in list or chart view. This concludes our digital practice on multi-tenancy and multi-banking. Thank you for joining WebAccountPlus Digital Practice.